There's a popular belief that says, if you don't push, you'll never get anywhere. People repeat it as if it's a universal truth, like the only way to live is to grip life tightly with both hands. But no one warns you about the silent weight this mindset puts on your shoulders. No one talks about the exhaustion that creeps in when you spend years trying to bend life into the shape you want. You know that feeling, the sleepless nights thinking you're falling behind, the moments when you blame yourself for outcomes you could never control, the quiet fear that maybe you're the problem, not the circumstances. But what if the issue was never your effort? What if the real trouble began the moment you believed everything depends on your force? The ancient Stoics offered a perspective most people today have forgotten. They understood that life isn't a stubborn door you must kick open. Life is more like a river. You can swim, you can guide your direction, but you cannot demand the water to change its flow. Think back to a time when you tried to control everything, a relationship you tried to fix alone, a job you poured your whole spirit into, a dream you chased so hard that it stopped feeling like a dream. Do you remember how gripping tighter only made things slip away faster? And yet, despite all that pain, you still blamed yourself. You still wondered why you weren't strong enough. But strength was never the issue. Sometimes, the problem is simply that we try to control what was never ours to control. And sometimes the greatest peace comes not from forcing outcomes, but from allowing life to unfold in its natural rhythm. Living this way isn't easy, not in a world that tells you your worth depends on how much you achieve, how much you produce, how much you prove. But when you look through the Stoic lens, you begin to see that a calmer, lighter, more meaningful life is possible. Today, I want to take you through 10 Stoic methods that will help you loosen your grip on the things draining your spirit. These methods won't just help you worry less, they'll help you live more. 1 week from now, I want you to come back to this video. Not to check your progress, but to share the shifts you noticed, even the smallest ones. If you're ready to challenge yourself, kindly subscribe, and comment, "I choose peace," below so I know you're walking into this journey with intention. Let's begin. Number 1, live fully in the present moment. One of the greatest illusions of life is believing that tomorrow matters more than today. We tell ourselves, "I'll be happy when," and then fill in the blank, "when I earn more, when I change jobs, when I fix everything wrong with my life." But focusing on the future pulls you away from the very moment that builds your life, this one. The Stoics understood this deeply. They believed that the present moment is the only true place you can act, think, breathe, and live. Everything else is memory or imagination. Picture yourself sitting beside someone you love. Maybe it's a friend, a sibling, a parent. Your body is there, but your mind is running ahead, replaying past mistakes or predicting future worries. Later, when you look back, you realize you missed a moment that will never come again. Ask yourself, how many gentle mornings, quiet laughs, warm conversations, and simple joys have slipped past me because I wasn't fully there? Living in the present doesn't mean ignoring the future, it means refusing to sacrifice today for a tomorrow that isn't promised. To feel the power of presence, try this right now, take a breath, and notice the air entering your chest. Notice the weight of your body where you sit. Notice the stillness between thoughts. This is what being alive actually feels like. And when you give your full attention to whatever you're doing, whether eating, walking, or talking to someone, you'll notice that anxiety fades, clarity rises, and even ordinary moments become meaningful. The Stoics taught that if you can master the moment you're in, you master your entire life. So the question becomes, what is happening right now that deserves your attention? And what are you missing because your mind is somewhere else? Practice coming back to yourself, again and again. Let this be your anchor. Living fully in the present isn't a technique. It's a way of being. And when you start to embrace it, you'll see the world, and your life, differently. Now, let's move gently to the next lesson. The truth about change. Number 2, understand the impermanence of life. One of the most liberating realizations you will ever have is also one of the hardest to accept: nothing stays the same. People change, situations shift, emotions rise and fall, and life moves like a tide that never freezes. And yet, most of our suffering comes from trying to hold still what was never meant to be still. We cling to moments that have already passed, to people who have already grown in different directions, to feelings we wish would stay forever. But imagine trying to hold a handful of water by squeezing your fist tighter. The more you grip, the faster it slips away. Life works the same way. Think about the last time you were truly happy. Maybe you laughed with someone you care about, or achieved something you'd been working toward. You wanted that feeling to last. But when it faded, you wondered why happiness couldn't stay longer. And think about the last time you were hurt. In that moment, it felt like the pain would last forever. But it didn't. It passed, even if slowly. Impermanence means everything moves, everything shifts, everything evolves, including you. Look at the seasons. Spring arrives with soft colors and new beginnings. Summer bursts with warmth and life. Autumn lets go with quiet grace. Winter rests. And every season serves a purpose, yet none lasts forever. If nature doesn't cling, why do we? When you understand impermanence, something powerful happens. You stop resisting change. You stop fighting the natural rhythm of life. You begin to appreciate what you have while you have it. You stop panicking when things shift, because you realize they are supposed to shift. So ask yourself, what am I holding on to simply because I'm afraid to see what comes next? And what could I experience if I let life change me instead of fighting the change? Understanding the impermanence of life doesn't make you detached, it makes you awake. It teaches you to honor moments as they happen, and to release them when they are gone. This acceptance prepares your mind for the next lesson, the power of embracing reality as it is, not as you wish it to be. Number 3, the power of acceptance. Acceptance is one of the most misunderstood forms of strength. People think accepting something means agreeing with it, liking it, or giving up on improving it. But acceptance isn't surrender. Acceptance is clarity. It is the moment you stop arguing with what already happened. It is the moment you stop wishing the past was different. It is the moment you stop exhausting yourself with, "Why me?" and start asking, "What now?" Think of a time life threw something at you that you never wanted. Maybe a relationship ended, maybe your plans collapsed, maybe someone disappointed you. Your first reaction was probably resistance. You tried to undo it. You tried to fix it. You tried to make reality bend back into the shape you preferred. But life didn't bend. It rarely does. Only when you finally accepted the situation, not happily, not perfectly, but truthfully, did you begin to breathe again. Acceptance is the bridge between pain and peace. Imagine you're standing in a storm. You can scream at the sky, or you can take shelter, wait, and learn from the rain. One option drains you. The other protects you. Acceptance doesn't mean you stop working toward your goals. It simply means you stop wasting energy on what you cannot control. When you accept reality, you free your mind to focus on what is within your power, your response, your attitude, your next step. Ask yourself, what am I resisting that is already true? And how would my life feel if I stopped fighting the things that are unchangeable? Acceptance gives you back your strength. It is not passive. It is powerful. And with this strength comes another important skill, the courage to release what weighs you down. Number 4, learn to let go. Letting go is one of the most emotionally demanding acts of wisdom a person can practice. It feels like losing a part of yourself, like stepping into the unknown without a guide. But holding on to things that hurt you, drain you, or limit you is like keeping a closed door locked and wondering why no new opportunities enter. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones. Each stone represents a memory, a disappointment, a fear, a person who already left your life, or a dream that no longer belongs to you. You walk with it every day. You tell yourself it's manageable. But your shoulders ache, your steps slow down, and sometimes you wonder why life feels harder for you than it seems for others. The truth is simple, you're carrying weight that isn't meant to stay with you. Letting go doesn't mean erasing your past. It means choosing not to be controlled by it. It means acknowledging that not everything or everyone belongs in your next chapter. Think of the times you held on to bitterness, waiting for an apology that never came. Think of the moments you replayed in your mind, hoping the ending could magically change. Think of the people who left, but the emotions they caused still live inside you. Ask yourself, what am I afraid will happen if I finally release this? And what might I gain if I do? Letting go feels like loss at first, but in truth, it is space. Space for peace. Space for growth. Space for new beginnings. When you unclench the fist around your pain, your hand becomes open again, open enough to receive something better. And once you start letting go, you create room for a deeper awareness, the art of observing your thoughts without letting them rule you. Number 5, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is not about emptying your mind or becoming emotionless. It's about noticing what's happening inside you before your thoughts pull you into a storm. Most people live in a mental fog without ever realizing it. Their thoughts pull them like a current, their feelings trigger them without warning, and every day becomes a cycle of reacting instead of choosing. But mindfulness brings you back to yourself. It gives you the ability to pause and say, this is how I feel. This is what I'm thinking. And I don't have to act on it. Imagine coming home after a long day. Your mind is overwhelmed. You're replaying conversations, worrying about tomorrow, stressing about what might go wrong. Normally, this spiral continues until you collapse into bed. But instead, you sit quietly. You breathe. You observe your thoughts the way you would watch clouds drift by, without clinging to them or judging them. That small moment of awareness changes everything. Suddenly, the day feels lighter. Your emotions lose their grip. Your mind stops racing. Ask yourself gently, what is happening inside me right now? And what can I choose to release in this moment? Mindfulness doesn't remove challenges, it removes the chaos around them. It helps you respond to life with intention instead of instinct. It teaches you to be present without being controlled by the noise. And it opens the door to one of the most underestimated sources of wisdom, the power of silence. Number 6, use silence effectively. In a world that demands constant noise, silence has become something people avoid instead of something they value. Yet silence is one of the most powerful teachers you will ever have, because silence doesn't distract you, it reveals you. Think about the last argument you were in. In the heat of the moment, words flew out before you even had time to think. Later, you wished you had paused, breathed, waited just a few seconds before speaking. Silence would have protected you. Silence would have helped you see the truth beneath the emotion. Silence is not the absence of sound. Silence is the presence of awareness. When you sit quietly, without your phone, without distractions, without forcing your mind to behave, something interesting happens. Your thoughts start to separate. Your emotions settle. You begin to hear the things your busy life often drowns out: your intuition, your needs, your fears, your truth. Sometimes the answers you search for are not hiding somewhere complicated. They are waiting beneath all the noise you keep feeding yourself. Picture a lake. When the water is stirred, you can't see your reflection. But when the water becomes still, everything becomes clear. That stillness is what silence gives you. Silence also protects your relationships. When someone hurts you or speaks carelessly, silence gives you the space to respond from clarity instead of pain. When you're tempted to react impulsively, silence reminds you that not every emotion deserves a voice. Ask yourself, when was the last time I allowed myself to simply sit in silence? And what truths might I hear if I gave myself that moment today? The more you learn to sit with silence, the more you begin to control your reactions instead of letting your reactions control you. And when you understand silence, you begin to appreciate the next lesson even more: the importance of cherishing the moments themselves, not just the finish line. Number 7, enjoy the journey, not just the outcome. Somewhere along the way, society convinced us that life is a race. The faster you reach the finish line, the more valuable you are. But no one talks about what's lost when you rush through your own life. The Stoics understood that success is not measured by how quickly you reach a goal, but by how deeply you experience the path that takes you there. Imagine climbing a mountain. If all you care about is reaching the top, every step feels like an obstacle. You'd miss the view, the fresh air, the lessons in every challenge, the strength you're building with each upward stride. And when you finally reach the peak, the joy fades quickly, because you weren't present for the journey. But if you walk with awareness, if you pay attention to your steps, your breath, the beauty around you, you begin to realize that the journey is the point. Life works the same way. Think about a time you wanted something so badly: a goal, a job, a dream. You were so focused on achieving it that the process became a blur. And when you finally reached the outcome, it didn't feel as fulfilling as you imagined. Not because the goal wasn't meaningful, but because you weren't truly alive along the way. The journey teaches you everything: patience, discipline, resilience, perspective, joy. But you only receive these lessons when you're present. Ask yourself, am I living for results, or am I living through experiences? And what beauty am I ignoring because I'm so focused on the next thing? When you start appreciating the journey, life stops feeling like a race and starts feeling like an unfolding story, one worth living with awareness. And that awareness gently leads us to the next truth: the beauty of simplicity. Number 8, find joy in the simplest things. If you've ever watched a child play, you've seen a pure form of joy, joy that comes from nothing more than being alive and noticing the little wonders around them. A child can be fascinated by sunlight on a wall, by the sound of leaves crunching, by the feeling of warm hands holding theirs. It's not that children have more to be happy about, it's that they haven't yet learned to overlook the small things adults dismiss. As adults, we train ourselves to only celebrate the big moments: promotions, milestones, achievements. But in doing so, we forget that life is built mostly from ordinary moments, moments that become extraordinary only when we learn to notice them. Think about the last time you enjoyed something simple: a warm meal, a long shower, a quiet evening, a message from someone who cares about you. These moments might seem small, but they are the foundation of a peaceful life. The Stoics believed that true happiness comes from appreciating what you already have rather than constantly longing for more. When you find joy in simplicity, you stop chasing the illusion that happiness is somewhere far away. You begin to realize it has always been here, in the everyday moments you rarely slow down enough to feel. Ask yourself, what simple things am I overlooking that could bring me joy right now? A cup of tea? A conversation? The breeze outside? The fact that you woke up today? Finding joy in the simple things doesn't make you naive. It makes you wise enough to see what others are too distracted to notice. And once you learn to appreciate these small wonders, you naturally move into the next lesson, one that deepens every aspect of your life: gratitude. Number 9, the art of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the simplest emotions to feel, yet one of the hardest to practice consistently. Not because we don't have things to be grateful for, but because our minds are trained to look for what's missing instead of what's present. Gratitude is the act of shifting your eyes toward what is already good. It's not about pretending life is perfect, it's about acknowledging that even in imperfection, there is something to appreciate. Imagine waking up one morning with everything you take for granted suddenly gone: the people you love, your health, your home, your senses, your opportunities. The shock of that loss would instantly show you how rich your life actually is. But gratitude lets you see this without losing anything first. Think of a moment in your past where you felt genuinely thankful. Maybe someone supported you during a difficult time, or maybe you experienced a small joy on a day that felt heavy. Why did that moment feel so pure? Because gratitude pulls you into a deeper awareness of what truly matters. It grounds you. It humbles you. It strengthens you. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a discipline. And when practiced regularly, it reshapes your mind. It softens your reactions. It quiets your dissatisfaction. It teaches you to see beauty where others see nothing. Ask yourself right now, what is one thing, just one, that I can be grateful for at this very moment? Your breath. Your strength. A lesson you learned recently. The fact that you are still growing. Gratitude is not about having more, it's about noticing more. And when you notice more, you naturally deepen your relationship with yourself. Which is why the next lesson matters so deeply. Number 10, appreciate solitude. Solitude is often mistaken for loneliness, but the two are not the same. Loneliness is the absence of others. Solitude is the presence of yourself. Many people fear being alone because silence forces them to confront the truths they've ignored, their insecurities, their desires, their regrets, their dreams. But the Stoics understood that solitude is where clarity is born. When you are alone, you have space to think without influence, to reflect without distraction, to connect with your inner voice without interruption. Think of the last time you spent a quiet moment by yourself, maybe walking outside, or lying in bed with your phone turned off. For a moment, time slowed down. Your mind sharpened. You felt the weight and the lightness of being alive. Solitude gives you room to breathe. It helps you understand what truly matters to you instead of what the world tells you should matter. It teaches you to enjoy your own company, to nurture your mind, to strengthen your spirit. Ask yourself, when was the last time I gave myself the gift of being alone? And what truths might I hear if I allowed myself more moments like that? Solitude is not emptiness. Solitude is growth. And when you embrace it, you discover a deeper, quieter, more powerful version of yourself, a version the world rarely sees because most people are too busy running from their own reflection. Appreciating solitude prepares you for one final understanding, one that brings all 10 lessons together in a single breath. Life is not something you can force. It's something you learn to flow with. Many people believe that pushing harder will solve everything, that effort alone is the key. But effort without wisdom creates suffering. You can't control time. You can't stop change. You can't rewrite the past. You can't force people to stay. You can't bend the world to your expectations. But you can choose how you live, how you think, how you respond, how you let things shape you. When you stop trying to grip life so tightly, something incredible happens. You begin to breathe again. You begin to see again. You begin to be again. Look at your own life. Notice where you're fighting too hard. Notice what you're trying to control. Notice what's draining your spirit, what's keeping you stuck, what's hurting you more than helping you. Not everything needs your strength. Some things need your release. And when you release them, you'll realize that peace was always waiting, just beneath the noise, beneath the fear, beneath the pressure you've been carrying for years. Happiness is not a finish line. Peace is not a reward. Joy is not a destination. These things are found in the way you walk, not in where you end up. They are found in presence, in acceptance, in simplicity, in gratitude, in silence, in letting go. Thank you for sharing this journey with me today. Your willingness to listen, to reflect, and to grow shows that you are already becoming someone wiser, calmer, and more grounded than before. If this message touched you, don't leave quietly. Let your voice be part of this growth. Like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and make sure to subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. Over the next week, take these lessons with you. Apply them in small moments. Notice the difference. Then come back and share your experience. I would love to hear how your life begins to shift. Until then, be gentle with yourself. Don't force life. Flow with it. And remember, every moment you're willing to live with awareness is a moment that shapes who you become. See you in the next video. This is Stoic Quiet Strength, Power in Silence.